Chace Crawford joins us now. You're not a superhero fan.
Well, not really. I mean, I grew up on like the Tim Burton Batmans, basically, is what the situation is. But yeah.
So when this came along, was it the fact that it is? I mean, there's a tinge of comedy to it, but it's also the dark side of superheroes.
It's the dark side, and what attracted me to it, it's a little bit of a satire, kind of just poking fun at the superheroes. They're sort of the anti-heroes and the villains of the show, and yeah, it's interesting. It's sort of
well, just to explain it, because let's talk about the Seven. Who are the Seven?
So it's set in a world where it's set in New York. There's like 1,000 superheroes, and the Seven are like the Yankees. And you know, they're in movies. They're sort of social media stars. They're celebrities, and they have all this power. And it's essentially about, you know, how fame and power is corrosive and can corrupt. So.
And so your character, the Deep, is part of this Seven, and he is complicated, isn't he, to say the least?
To say the least, yeah. He's a bit complicated. There's he's a little bit dark, and you know, it's a little bit like Zoolander meets Aquaman, a little bit. And,
right.
yeah, there's a little bit of comedy there in the later episodes. So,
but
yeah.
His character sort of gets darker as it goes along.
He does, yeah. Yeah, he sort of gets demoted, and it's, you know, it's a downward slide for the Deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's keeping an eye on these superheroes?
So the show's called The Boys, and it's, you know, the elevator pitch is hard to do in a short amount of time, but it's sort of like this vigilante group of these blue-collar guys. Carl Urban plays the butcher, who's sort of like a Cockney James Bond, and he's got some edge to him, and it's, yeah, it's, you know, they're trying to take out the privileged and the powerful, and, you know, they're trying to take them out one by one. It's good. It's...
Well, I mean, in the first episode, which is 26th of July on Amazon Prime, out of the Seven, one of them, A-Train, who is one of the Seven, accidentally kills his girlfriend because he's going, like a superhero would, he's going very fast, and so he kills his girlfriend. So this is no Lois Lane Superman stuff going on.
No, it starts out, and, you know, A-Train's kind of like the Flash, and, yeah, it starts out, you think, is this like a romantic comedy, you know? And it's him and his girlfriend, and then, you know, the next thing you know, he's holding some arms.
Gosh, that is awful. The costumes you get to wear. I mean, I think, like, as an actor, at some point in your career, you have to put on a superhero outfit. I think that's just a rite of passage. Your outfit is, you know, you've got your arms out, so I imagine that's not too bad. You might not get too sweaty and hot in that. Some of your co-stars, I mean, Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander there,
and it's like you know, long john skin tights with the hose running through him.
And the hose does.
It comes into like a bag. He's got like an ice chest that looks like a cooler of beer, and he's just always carrying it around like a little carry-on.
To keep him cool.
To keep him cool, yeah.
Oh, you came out really quite lucky with yours.
I did. I was worried about it for a minute. Yeah, I was worried, but it's just like a big wetsuit, you know. And I'm sitting there in lunch in my flippers. It's really nice. It's good.
What does that do to you? I mean, that's got to suddenly, when something gets so big so fast, that's got to be a shock.
Yeah, I mean, I think we didn't really process it till, you know, the show was kind of over, and we all sort of got home and we're like, you know, wow, what happened? But yeah, I mean, I handled it pretty well. I feel like it was good. You know, we in our early 20s in New York City. We had some fun. It was good.
Do you think you would have handled it as well if that show came on today and you had social media around? Because actually, it was one of those shows that was so incredibly popular, but that you didn't have that to contend with.
Probably not. Yeah, it would have been tough. We didn't have to, you know, we didn't have to deal with all that, but that would have been probably a little more difficult.
Well, it's still huge, because one of our team was saying they were at the gym the other day and 2 people were watching it as they were working out.
Really?
Yeah. So
very motivating.
Is there any chance of a reboot?
Oh, I don't think so, realistically. I mean, I say I'm always open to it, but, you know, it'd be a different show watching my character work 80 hours a week at a law firm in middle management, right? I mean, you know, in his mid-30s. It'd be like, you know, not knocking my dad out every episode, I guess.
We've got 2 things that we can actually say that you're in now, because Charlie Says is out on DVD on the 29th of July, and that,
right,
I mean, how different a role is that?
Very different.
Tex Watson. Yeah. Who was part of the Charles Manson group, essentially centering on the 3 women that were manipulated by him.
Yeah, well, exactly. It centers on the women, and it kind of flashes back to, you know, the cult and sort of how that happened. And You know, Tex Watson is obviously from Texas. I'm from Texas, and Mary Herron directed it, and she did American Psycho, so I was really gunning for that. And
That's one of your favourite films, isn't it?
it absolutely is. Yeah, probably top 10. Yes. Very dark, I know, but you know, I wanted to work with her, and so I was really gunning for that part, and you know, it's definitely a big switch up. I think I had to read a few times because they didn't, you know, see me in that role, you know, quite right away. But yeah.
Great as an actor to be able to do so many different things like that.
It was nice to switch it up. Yeah, there was some very, you know, dark stuff to do in that, but it was nice.
Could you have been, was it Captain America that you could have been if you hadn't been doing Gossip Girl?
I got a screen test for Captain America, like right in the smack middle of shooting Gossip Girl.
Was the suit too big in that one? You were
I didn't even make it over there to try on the suit. They had my name on it, I guess, but they, you know, they realized like, oh, like, you know, he's shooting the show for 9 months of the year. It's never going to work out.
Yeah.
So he, you know, never made the flight over to do it. But
Well, you've got to do it now. You've got at last you get the suit on in The Boys. That's the 26th of July, as I said, on Amazon Prime, and Charlie Says is out on DVD on the 29th of July. And thank you, Chace.
Thank you very much.
thank you guys for having me. Yeah, good to see you too.